Will finish in 10th.
That is Gary Smith. Those two drivers are rookies this year on the NASCAR Winston West Series Tour, and they are fighting for the Rookie of the Year award. They are the top two rookies in this series.
And they are 1 and 2 right now on the racetrack. And looks like Gary's got a little bit of a fire, something sparking underneath. And as we see on the,
right there, right
there's something right behind the left front. We may have a problem here on Gary Smith's car. The driver from Malahat, British Columbia, Canada, has got some wins this year. And of course, running in this Rookie of the Year as they follow a beautiful Dodge Viper here at Mason Ridge Raceway on what has turned out to be a gorgeous night. Last night, a monsoon flew in here and canceled our Port City Racing 200. That has been rescheduled for a couple of weeks from tonight on the 25th. They'll actually start that at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And expecting a great crowd on hand for that. This has been voted the #1 short track event in the country by National Speed Sport News, as Mason Brenn's October Classic for the 3rd year in a row is the short track event of the year. It's a 4-day race festival of speed with the NASCAR Winston Racing Series. But Sean Woodside and Gary Smith are not only running for Rookie of the Year, but this could make a big difference in the championship point standings with only 1 race to go. Remember, Sean Woodside was only 74 points out of the lead. Butch Gilliland is back in 14th position. He is some 4 laps down and not even close to the lead lap. If Woodside can pull this race off, it would help him immensely in this championship standing.
This is not the kind of race Butch Gilliland wanted to have. He wanted to repeat as NASCAR Winston West Series champion. There you see Sean Woodside put gas in the car, holding up Gary Smith there to the exit of the pits. Now they're letting him go.
And Gary Smith's going to have the advantage when they come back out. The Ray-Banco Tootsie Toy Chevrolet, that's a car that Ron Hornaday normally pilots when he's on the West Coast, but Gary Smith is piloting it tonight. We're going to get a look at what...
Gary Smith, your new leader, Spears Manufacturing 250.
169 laps have been completed, now 170. Here's the points. 1,925 points for Gilliland. Woodside back 74. Gary Smith back 120. Reed. And Sedgwick is going to run door handle to door handle with Gary Smith, and Bill Sedgwick is going to try to get the lap back. This might be a lucky break for Bill Sedgwick, but boy is Gary Smith strong. That Tootsie Toy Chevrolet really hammering down the back straightaway, and Sedgwick takes him way up on the racetrack.
Let's see how long it takes before those brakes start to go red once again.
Oh, he went in deep, man. He went way deep.
Gary Smith pretty smart, actually, not to fight him too much.
Had no reason to. He's got to make the lap back, and of course, at lap 170 qualifying, relatively the same on both sides of the racetrack. But the drivers will tell you that turn 3 is very different than turn 1, and turn 4 is unlike anything you see in a half-mile racetrack. It is a very mean turn here. You can almost talk about it like Darlington. You got to carry the speed, get up against the retaining wall, and get down that front straightaway as quick as you can. And the secret here is to dive down.
They pulled out the stops. This is it.
Yeah, 60 laps, and I don't think we're going to see a tire stop. I do not think we'll see a tire stop unless something drastic happens and we have a lengthy caution period. But Sean, that being driven tonight, the 25 Kevin Culver out of Portland, Oregon, and the 37 of Larry Gunselman in the fifth spot with the 71. It's a gamble. Boy, did it pay off. And speaking of gambling, the next race they go to is in Las Vegas, Nevada, where they will roll the dice for the championship. And we'll be back with more of this Spears Manufacturing 250. Can Gary Smith hold on? We'll find out. Reeled him in like a fishing trip. He's just cranking that reel and bringing him in.
One can only surmise that Woodside had to cool off the brakes as he backed way off, and now in the last 5 or 6 laps or so, he moved to the inside.
Woodside now looking to take the lead on lap number 213. 250. Woodside had to check up, and Gary Smith wisely standing on the throttle and getting away from him. Our length and a half now, the difference between the big paycheck and the little paycheck. And Gary Smith doing a great job out in front. Boy, these two kids, these two rookies put on a great show tonight. And so has the Larry Gunselman, Kevin Harvick, the rest of the crew. Bill Sedgwick have done a great job. And here comes a pass for the lead. And Woodside down low on the racetrack. Gary Smith way up high. We've got one spun. The yellow flag is out, and Gary Smith will retain the lead. Right side tires on his number 7. Here comes Gary Smith now. There you see the leader, Sean Woodside. Woodside has made a lot of time up in the last several laps and now has the lead. Second spot now will be Kevin Holmes, will be shown in second. In the pits now is the Larry Gutzman going to third, and in the pits the 07 of Sean Woodside. Dan, this is where it plays out now. There's not very many laps to go.
Pit crew could make the difference. Gary Smith being held up just a bit now in the pits by NASCAR official. Now they let him go.
And we're going to see a great race to the end of this one as we watch the cars come off of pit road and circulate around the racetrack. The Ray-Banco Chevrolet rolls out onto the racetrack as we are under yellow. And we'll be back with more of an exciting Spears Manufactory 250. Yes.